Microphone check for a podcast. If you've podded a cast ever, you could pod this cast.
Myster DL.
Now I'm gonna put the TV on to see if you can hear it in the background.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Mind Your Manners podcast.
We are back.
What is up?
All things Marvel today. Show them what we have to give away, Joe. Show them. These are our giveaways for today's episode.
We got a prop replica, excuse me. I was already drinking. We got a prop replica of Tony Stark's arc reactor from...
Show him in the camera, Joe. Show him in the camera.
Infinity Store.
The Infinity
So
Store.
this, you can actually wear it, too. It's got some cool magnets on the back you can put... So, or you can display it in this cool little box that it comes with. They are limited edition.
It's really heavy, too.
Yeah, it is. It's got some weight to it. And then we got these two cards that have actual production used pieces from Captain America and Tony Stark.
That's pretty tight.
So these are actually from the movies, so the production used. We got some custom art by one of the coolest artists we know, Indo Joe.
Oh, I know that guy.
Me. We got this Star-Lord from one of my favorite scenes. We got this... I hope you get it, because we're hip-hop fans. The Iron Man. Oh, shit. Actually looks dope on the screen right there. And then, of course, we always got some Prince to give away.
Got the Prince to give away, as always.
Prince. You know how it is. Not Prince.
You get a Prince. You get a Prince. You get a Prince. Yep. Everybody get a Prince.
Some cool shit to give away today.
Yeah, so
we're ranking the movies, basically. The MCU movies.
All the Avengers, Marvel,
Oh, they're going to know I'm bald. I had my hat off.
Movies. There are 23 movies in total. So what we did was we each had our own little sheet with all of the movies on them. We listed them by order that they were released, and then everyone got to rank the movies 1 to 23. Joe, you want to explain that?
Yeah, basically, so we did it, you know, your favorite one's number 1, your least favorite's number 23. So the best score you can get is a 3. The worst you can get is a 69.
69?
And, like, so basically, if our number 1 may not be my number 1, it may not be his, or it may be, you don't know. You know what I mean? So basically, these are collectively our favorite movies. You know what I mean? So it's, like I was saying, it's basically, it may not be my favorite movie, but... you know, we'll explain it as it goes. You know, if you don't get it, how I just explained it.
If you don't get it now, as you drink with us and smoke with us, you'll then get it.
So before we go, I want to play this little thing real quick, just so you guys can get into the zone with us.
Get in the zone. Oh yeah.
Myster DL.
Good and bad characters.
Boom, and that was that. And now we're back.
Whoa.
You're watching the Mind Your Manners podcast. This is the ugly cam. The better cam is over there, but I clicked the wrong button, so y'all got the ugly cam first. But here we go. What's up, Chef Tanya?
What's up, everybody? I hope you really like this topic today. I hope that little kind of glimpse of all of the, well, not all, a lot of the Marvel characters that we'll be talking about today gets your brain flowing and starts you to start thinking about what are the movies that you like, what are the movies you didn't like,
some of the characters you
characters,
like,
scenes, things that you could have done without. Again, there's 23 movies. We're gonna again try to hit all. Well, we will hit all the movies, but
we'll hit all the movies, but some of them
more in depth than others.
Through them, yeah.
Also, you know, you always
a couple bad ones.
You lead and we follow. So definitely comment. Let us know. Did you like the movie? Did you not like it? Where was it on your list? I mean, should we just list all the movies? Like,
No, we're going one at a time.
oh, we're going one at a time.
Yeah, we're gonna go in the order we rank.
Oh yeah,
them.
I just didn't know if you wanted to throw those out there so people could start thinking like, where would I rank these movies? Maybe they don't know.
Yeah, this may not be. You may disagree with us. You may agree with us. You know, like hit us up in the chat if you disagree with us, and I'll box you some. Yeah.
I know that out of all 23 movies, there was only one for me that I hadn't seen.
Haven't seen? Oh yeah.
And I think in my mind I thought I had seen it, but I really hadn't actually seen it.
Oh okay.
But I did watch it.
Yeah, recently, right?
Everyone told me just watch the Cliff Notes, just go on YouTube, get a little synopsis, you'll be fine. No, I am a true fan. I watched the whole movie. And overall, I would say I enjoyed the movie. I thought...
What, the Hulk?
Sir, you
Sorry,
weren't
I'm posting
supposed
to the...
You weren't supposed to divulge that information yet.
Oh, sorry.
But
I
I
didn't
mean,
know,
I guess
sorry.
we could talk about the movie. We didn't say where it was.
No, we'll just go in our ranking order.
So shout out, let's do some shout outs before we get in here. Shout out to
Let's do
Machete,
this.
shout out to DJ Big Red, shout out to Mike, shout out to Machete again, Sun B, Joshua Gibson, 3 Stories Wally. What's up, everybody, man? We're about to do this.
Yes, we are.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be talking about like the Deadpools or the X-Men movies, the Wolverines, because they're not in the MCU. Or I honestly, I'll be the first to say, I wish the Daredevil show and the Punisher show.
Oh, that would've
I
been-
wish they were part of the MCU because they were like, if you watch the Daredevil, it kind of was because they talk about the incident, which was the first Avengers. That's what they call it, the incident. You know what I mean? It's just like when at the end of Endgame when the portals open up, I just wanted to see like Daredevil and Punisher.
Like walk through.
You know what I mean? And I'll be like, oh shit, and Luke Cage. You know what I mean?
Like it's all coming
Yes, dude.
together. That would be like super fandom.
Yeah, exactly.
Super
yeah.
fandom.
I mean, that
we're
whole
not
last
there
scene
yet.
was,
We're
that
not
was
there
super
yet.
fandom.
But that doesn't mean it won't come around. You never know, right? You never
As long
know.
as Ben Affleck's not Daredevil, I'm cool.
Well, we're not here to badmouth Daredevil, at least not on this show.
Hey man, Charlie Cox kicked ass as Daredevil. Those
But
shows are awesome.
It could be in the future. Who knows?
Trying to shut my Wi-Fi off.
Okay.
What do you mean?
So yeah, we're here. This is the Mind Your Manners podcast. We got a bunch of weed to smoke. We got a bunch of movies to talk about. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Please ring the bell. No matter where you're watching, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, please hit that like button. Please tell a friend. Here we go. Are we getting right into it?
Yeah.
I mean,
All right. Let's
why
start with the
not?
first one.
Let's start with the worst
Which is
movie.
the worst.
We're going worst first.
The worst first.
I would say we unanimously did not even need to look at the list.
This got a 69. The worst score.
69.
This was all collectively. I think this is the only movie we all scored the same. Like
Yes.
this was all our number 23 movie.
Yes.
And this is, I'll say right now, I saw at least every MCU movie in the theater twice, maybe sometimes more. Besides this movie.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Besides this movie, I saw it the once and was just meh. I was like, I don't feel like going again. I'll wait till it's on DVD and pay the $10 and then watch it again. You
It's
know
like
what I
a
mean?
bad first lay. Never again.
Oh my God.
That's right. We're going here.
Someone had a bad
Captain
first life.
Marvel.
All right.
Oh boy.
Never again.
So this movie to me is a direct result of the 2017 women's power movement. Bam, 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 bam. Don't get mad at what I'm saying.
Trying to get us
But
kicked off YouTube?
they brought this character out of nowhere after all that, all the president brought a whole bunch of people up in arms
yeah.
and women were empowered and Marvel said, "Hey, how can we capitalize off of this?"
We have leading women, but they're not leading women.
Yeah.
They're part of the cast and they all kick ass, but we don't have a leading woman. And then they tried to cop out by like having the story take place in the 90s. So it's
I don't even remember.
And she's off world saving other worlds. That's why she never come to Earth to help the Avengers, and that's why she wasn't there to help. But it's like, okay, you're off saving these worlds. Wouldn't you save your homeland? If your house is on fire, but
Is she from
your
Earth?
neighbor's is but
okay.
okay, your house is on fire, but your neighbor's house is on fire. You're gonna put your neighbor's out first? No, you're gonna put your house on fire, dude. Come on.
It was just.
The story was bland.
Not only that, the actor was bland.
I'll give you there. I didn't want to go there, but
I'll
let the woman go there.
I'm going to go there. I am
Myster
sorry.
DL.
I have seen her like on interviews. It was like if she was was there, not Captain America.
Yeah.
It was just a character.
Marvel.
I don't know if that's how they wrote it that way. I don't know if maybe they told her act this
Captain
way.
Marvel in the comics is fucking awesome, dude.
Captain Marvel is always a chick?
Oh, always. No. There was a male.
In
Captain
the past,
Marvel.
there was a male.
There was it was
also,
Captain Marvel, and then
this
it
guy,
was Captain Marvel.
Shazam actually on DC was
that's a different
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
But there were a couple of
The story
in the
of
Marvel
that-
studio. There's
Do you want
several.
me to tell you the story of that?
Hold on. I just want to say this. Before we get into it, my favorite Marvel character is Batman.
Oh yeah. Fucking moron.
Mind your manners. Anyway.
So the story of Captain Marvel, DC had Captain Marvel, like you said, Shazam, right? And then they gave up the copyrights, and of course, Marvel being Marvel Comics, they were like, "Yo, I'm gonna hop on that. You guys aren't gonna re-sign the Captain Marvel," so they created Captain Marvel, and then all of a sudden, DC was like, "Oh shit." We want our Captain Marvel back. He's kind of popular. That's when they came up with Shazam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he was
Shazam.
originally Captain Marvel. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I mean, come on. It's Marvel Comics. What are we gonna have? Captain DC? You know what I mean?
It wouldn't make sense. But anyways, like super powerful. Like
Yeah,
she has
absolutely.
a good story. I don't know. The first part of the movie I found like really boring.
The whole fucking movie was boring.
No,
I
they-
don't remember one thing from this movie.
They copped
and we
out
saw
on the
it.
Skrulls. If you're a comic fan, and I'm sure you guys are out there. Secret Invasion. It was the Skrulls. It was a dope storyline, and it was really like shocking to be a comic fan and reading that
Myster
because it was
DL.
like they were imposters and they didn't just take over like, hey, it's me pretending to be you. They took over your memories, so
Yeah.
it was like you thought it was them, and all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, that wasn't fucking Steve Rogers. He was on a Skrull a ship being fucking, you know what I mean?
Basically, and there are a lot of scrolls throughout all of the
And they just
Marvel
copped
movies
out on
and the
it.
Marvel stories, but they just
When as a fan, when I saw that they were coming in, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna like.
They could basically take
They're
over.
gonna go back and be like, oh, that wasn't Tony Stark doing that wasn't, you know what I mean? And then they just
They
popped
showed
out
it
and
a
were like,
little bit
oh,
in-
the Skrulls were the good guys.
well, they showed it a little bit in some of the Marvel movies. Like at one point, I think Shield. Yeah, no.
Marijuana fixed the memory.
No.
Marijuana fixed memory.
I can't think of his character. Why? I just keep thinking.
Phil Coulson?
No.
Maria Hill?
Phil Coldsore, he was good. I liked him.
No, he was good. And then they
Anyway,
killed him, and then they
marijuana
brought him
affects the
back.
brain, but the point of it is they were in a minute of some of the movies, but they really didn't go into it too much. And in this movie, like, it was just bad. It was just maybe too much storyline, and that's why it was slow.
I don't know, it was a rush. I'm telling you, it was a rush together
don't
movie.
know.
They said, how can we get on board with this whole woman movement?
yeah.
Let's get a woman character.
You can't really
Let's
say
just-
that because
yes, I can.
Captain Marvel has been around before
No,
that.
not the
happened.
character, not her.
Comic book, yeah.
No, the comic book, yeah, but not her.
No, he's talking about the MCU.
They just
Yes,
brought her up.
that
They're like,
is
oh
true.
shit, people love
They-
bitches
they-
right
they-
now.
they already
Let's
had-
fucking.
Yeah, that's
They already
exactly
had
what they said.
Scarlet
People
Witch,
love
they already
bitches.
had Black Widow. They couldn't make those characters save the day. They had to create. You know what I mean? Like it was a cop out to me.
Maybe it
Like,
was
I
a
don't know.
cop out. Maybe it was like,
Speaking of
well,
cop out, the movie's
she's
terrible.
technically
Sorry,
like
Kevin Smith, if you're watching.
one of the most powerful, so let's make it about her versus doing the Black Widow story maybe earlier. Although I haven't seen it, I can't say yay or nay. So
Yeah.
we're not gonna know until we
I'm
see
gonna
that
say
movie.
it looks alright, but I feel like they're gonna up the action a lot because I love Scarlett Johansson. Don't get me wrong.
Scarlett
She's-
Johansson's hot.
She's not the best actor.
She's a
but
terrible actress, but she's hot as
She
fuck.
was good in that Jojo Rabbit.
No, she wasn't. Her accent was so fucking terrible.
Yeah.
She was terrible. She's just hot.
That movie's awesome. Though.
Yeah, the movie's good.
Yeah.
She is just smoking hot.
That's
But-
probably why I was like, she's okay.
Oh, you forgot, huh,
Alright,
babe?
let's roll through this.
Yeah, I'm
crappy
like
movie.
trying to make sure like
Let's
I get
roll
the
through this
right
crap.
one.
So hold on, before we go into this, Joe said an interesting point that this movie started with all the Stan Lee cameos instead of
Yeah.
the regular
in
Marvel.
because he just died that year.
Oh, okay.
He had a cool cameo in this movie. He was reading the Mallrats script. Like imagine being Kevin Smith though. He put Stan Lee in Mallrats back in the day, and then to be part of the MCU. Imagine that they didn't tell him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just fucking. I would have been like, believe I just shit myself.
Indo Joe's shitting himself on the live podcast.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live right now.
We're filming this.
So I guess the next one,
yeah.
I don't know, like
22.
I think we're good with that. This lady just seems like a huge douche. It seems like no one wants to work with her.
Yeah.
There's video of them doing press junkets, and like she's like put her hand on Don Cheadle's leg, and you could see that he fucking hates her.
He's like, I told you not to touch me.
Yeah, you could see that he fucking hates her.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like you have to put your dues in with them, because a lot of them have to. You know what I mean? Like Thor. Like his first one's good. His second one's. But his third one's awesome. You know what I mean? He put his dues in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she thinks, like, it felt like she just hopped in and was like, yo, I'm the best.
Again, maybe that was how her character was written,
right,
but it came off
let's get rid of
across
this crappy
screen
movie.
like
We're staying on the worst movie too
super
long.
obnoxious.
It's good though that it is the worst movie, and we should have told them why. It's just whack. It was so rushed. It was I don't know, like he said. Oh, where's this lady been the whole time? Oh, who knows? Oh, she's gonna save the day though.
Off saving the planet, and then all of a sudden, like Nick Fury went through all this bullshit with all these fucking people, and he didn't want to page her any of those times. But like, you know what I mean? Like they almost died all these millions of fucking times, and like they never want to page her.
Maybe she was in
all of a
another
sudden,
dimension, and that's
now
why.
I need to page her. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Page her?
That's why
Get
she
a
has to
cell
give him
phone.
that special pager.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
She
All
was
right.
in another dimension.
Number 22. I think we already peeked through it on the screen there.
Yeah, we did. I'm still,
Incredible Hulk.
I'm still getting used to it. So this is the one I
Again.
just saw recently.
Again, not a bad movie, but it's a bad movie.
I have a lot of these are my notes. The beginning was great. I love how in the beginning of the movie, in the first 5 minutes, you know how they normally show a flash of like the Marvel like comics, cartoons. So they basically did like a slice up of like them experimenting. Oh, by the way, spoiler alerts are coming. If you haven't seen any of the movies.
We had this argument earlier today. If the movie's been out for years, there's no spoiler alert.
Listen, I just saw the Hulk, so maybe I'm just letting people know,
Well,
if you didn't watch the
That's been
Incredible
out
Hulk
since
or any of these
2008.
movies.
So if you haven't seen it yet, that's your fault.
It was my fault. I'm not saying it wasn't, but
So if you get
just
spoiled,
in
it's
case,
your
spoiler
own
alert.
fault.
So they kind of explain what happened. So it's like, okay, we don't need to rehash this story.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of knows the story of the
I mean,
Hulk.
come on, man. Hulk's been out for so long. They had a TV show. They've had other two other movies. Like people know the Hulk story. You know what I mean? Come
Also,
on,
I
man.
liked in the first actual scene, they show Bill Bixby. They have a cameo of Bill Bixby, who played the Hulk on the original TV show. He played,
They also
he
have,
played the Doctor. He didn't
yeah.
actually play the
No, he
Hulk.
played Bruce
Lou
Banner.
Ferrigno.
He
Lou
played-
Ferrigno.
Lou
Ferrigno.
I
Lou
can't even
Ferrigno.
say the name.
He played the security guard
He also was.
in the movie. In this
He
movie.
was also Kevin
He gave
James.
him he gave him the pizza.
He was also Kevin James' neighbor on King and Queen,
Okay, that's
Whoa.
wonderful. We're not talking
as
about that.
as himself.
Yeah.
Also, I like that.
He is the only Hulk that's real. Think about it. Every other Hulk besides him is CGI.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Every Hulk is CGI. The Eric Bana one, CGI. The Edward Norton, CGI. Bruce Buffalo, CGI. Any other? What did I say? Bruce Buffalo.
I'm not the only one. Mind your manners. Oh, the foot is on the other shoe.
Bruce
the
Buffalo.
shoe is on the
Mark
other foot.
Ruffalo.
What was this last week? What was it last week?
Lev Shredfield.
Oh.
Lev Shredfield.
Shredfield
and
instead
fucking
of
Bruce Buffalo.
Liv Schreiber.
I'm starting my own cast of actors.
Oh,
Holy
so
shit.
he
But they're all
makes fun
CGI.
of
Lou
others.
Ferrigno's the only real Hulk. You know what I mean? He's a Hulk. They were just like, we're just gonna find this huge guy, paint him green.
The list of the things that I liked about the movie were like really all in the beginning. He's learning Portuguese by watching Sesame Street. I thought that was amusing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And also
That's how I learned
that
Portuguese.
Stanley's cameo in this movie is him drinking some guarana.
That's how they find out
Which,
where he is.
if you- yes.
The drop of blood goes into the thing and he gets gamma poison.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know what guarana
all
was,
these
guarana is
It's the
supposed
story.
to be like almost like an aphrodisiac. People were like trying to get a hold of anything
I
that
did
had
not know that.
guarana. Yeah. She's like, oh, he's drinking
So,
guarana
up there,
soda. And
send
I was
me
like,
some
I
of
know.
that
So
shit.
it was basically like Viagra
Shut.
in a soda bottle.
What is it called?
Guarana. Guarana. I know everybody's Googling it now. They're like, ooh, this is natural stuff I can take. And you know it came from the Brazilians, so it's got to be good.
Is that why they got big butts?
I don't know. It's really men are taking it, not women.
Damn.
But supposedly it's like an aphrodisiac.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he said, oh, there's more kick in that than I
More
was
kick.
expecting. And then I
This,
guess he
like, again,
dies.
This
Who
isn't
dies?
a bad movie, but it's
Stan
not
Lee.
a good movie.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the least. Just like I understand why Edward Norton was so upset about the script. You know what I mean? Like that was the problem. Like he didn't like the script. He tried helping out with it.
He was like,
You know
hey, I
what
got
mean?
an idea. And they were like, we're good.
No,
we
yeah,
don't need
they
any
were
of your
just like,
suggestions.
We don't need direction, but like
What, you were in Fight Club? Like, that was a good movie?
Actor's actor.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, you were in Fight Club? You were in that movie? Oh,
Not even that,
you have
just
an
like,
opinion?
American History X. He
Also-
was in the editing room with the guy because he knew the guy wasn't gonna fucking do it right. He's like, I got a vision for this movie, dude. You know, we shot it a certain way. We had a vision while we were shooting it. You're gonna fuck it up, dude. And he stood over the guy's shoulder. The guy hated it, but they won Academy Awards for that movie. You know what I mean?
I wonder if they're besties now.
Besties?
I don't know. It's like people that, like, you are antagonistic with, but at the end of the day, you can respect them, like, as an artist or, like, as a fellow person in that field and be like, that guy's good. Like, I get he had a vision and I wasn't seeing it, but man, like, I can appreciate it and respect him now for it. That's how me and one of my best friends met in culinary school.
Yeah, for
She
sure.
said white, I said black, and we fought, and then at the end of the day,
You guys fighting like that?
no, it was about
Culinary school gets down with the racism.
Anyway,
When you,
I didn't
Fight
mean it
Club and
literally
everyone.
as in a color
Oh,
thing.
okay.
I just meant, like, I was trying to say one thing, she was trying to say the other. At the end of the day, we respected each other because we didn't back down. We said our opinion,
What about the cross guy?
and we
Got a cross
respected the other person's opinion.
So before we
Besties.
finish this, I just want to show everybody in the chat that may have missed in the beginning of the broadcast.
Our giveaways.
These are some of the giveaways today. We got this Iron Man piece by Indo Joe. You know, we do all the hip hop stuff, and Iron Man. It's just a little mashup that Indo Joe decided to do today. And then we also have this. These are both one of a kind, by the way. Star-Lord singing in to a herpy or something.
It's a lizard.
Oh, okay. He is. This is another custom piece. He has this. It's really heavy. This might not show off. You might not be able to see how heavy this is.
It's a
but
prop replica.
This is a prop replica of Iron Man's chest. All right.
Arc reactor.
The arc reactor. Those are some of our giveaways tonight. These pieces of actual clothing from the movie.
Production used.
Production used. They were used in the movie. Just little squares of clothing, but these are
Captain
official.
America, Iron Man, and then of course Prince. As
We got Prince and we got joints and
No, that's for me.
we got joint roach.
I ain't giving that
We got
away.
the joint roach pins. I don't know where they are, but we'll get them up, and then
Oh.
Joe is gonna smoke this
don't
cross
show
joint.
the screen yet.
So yeah.
That's for the head.
Don't show the screen yet.
So you're watching the Mind Your
I'm
Manners
busy.
podcast. Please share this everywhere. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. Share it on that you're watching it on Instagram. Help us grow our audience.
Help us grow like my
And
dick.
we appreciate. Oh,
Oh,
my God!
mind your
it's one of
manners.
those-
My man,
one of those
Man, your
podcasts.
man is.
All right, let's move on from this movie too, because this is another
I had nothing to input on this movie because I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's the only one I've never seen. I think.
It's okay.
Thor, the Dark World.
This is another lackluster, like the villain is just forgettable. The story is, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. This is another one where they had trouble with the actors because they had originally hired a female director that I can't remember her name, and I apologize if she's watching right now.
Yeah, sorry, lady,
But
that we don't know.
she directed Wonder Woman, so if you've seen Wonder Woman and if you like that
Which-
movie,
That's not Marvel.
That movie was amazing.
that movie
though.
was dope.
So,
Exactly, that's one of DC's best.
He's
movies.
trying to say
never
that
saw
she's
that
a
one.
good director.
Exactly, she's a good director. Yes,
Yes,
I
you
never
did.
saw Wonder Woman.
yes, you did.
Yes,
we
you
went to
did.
the theaters. So.
Yes, we did.
No, you saw Wonder Woman in New York with your family.
No, I saw Wonder
We
Woman
watched
actually.
it here.
I
know
never
it.
saw Wonder Woman.
Well,
I'm gonna
I
keep
saw
that.
Wonder Woman actually, I think in Puerto Rico.
In
the
Puerto
first
Rico, you
time
saw it.
with my niece.
Okay, whatever. You didn't see Wonder Woman. So you didn't see
He-
it. But
his
the
loss,
director
anyway.
was supposed to direct this, and Natalie Portman and everybody else was on board. And then Marvel got something wasn't right. She didn't like the script, so they didn't work it out. And then everybody was just like on script, like, man, I don't want to be here. Yeah, and then because they didn't like the script, you know what I mean? Again, it's the script. It's and to me,
This
it's
is the
the
first
villain.
one, right?
No, this is the second one.
Oh, this is the
the first one's way better than this one. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
the second one. To me, it's the villain. The villain has to be there. If the villain brings your hero to the edge and almost
say that
beats
earlier.
him
To the
then it's-
edge, like edging.
Yeah, edging to where you're almost about to come, and then you just stop and you just go, "Oh my god, now I'm about to punch somebody in the fucking face, dude." That's when you want to beat your villain. You know what I mean? Beat your
villain, you know what I'm saying?
Beat your villain, who aka your me. But again, this is a lack. Can you name the villain in this movie?
I can't. I'll
Tanya,
remember.
can you
Of
name
this.
the villain in this movie? We just watched two different like 3-minute wrap-ups of these movies.
Was this the movie where they were hating on the villain? They were even in that video. They were like, "Oh, this villain sucks."
Probably.
Okay, I don't know his name then. He had like a brown or painted face. right?
It's the Dark Elves. It's
The
a
Dark
race. It's a
Elves.
race of
Oh,
people.
that's
the dark,
right, because they
Malachi.
want-
The guy's name's Malachi. How the fuck are you supposed to remember that name? It's not even
The
a cool
Dark
name,
Elves.
dude.
How are you supposed to remember that guy's name?
It's just a terrible movie, dude. There are some fun parts. There are some cool CGI, cool action. Move on. This movie sucks.
Yeah, this is a movie that again I saw, but I don't have much input on it because like it didn't hold any value to me. It didn't stay with me. Like a lot of these movies stayed with me. Like my favorite movie. Like when we get there to my number one, I don't remember what was number one, but my number one.
I do.
It fucking stayed with me. Like it's old. I still remember it. Fucking.
But hey,
fucking
bring
Joker. Fucking Aquaman.
Bring it back to it. You'd like Wonder Woman. It takes place during World War I. It's a really good movie, dude. The story's there, the action's there. She's fucking smoking hot, dude.
That's one thing I could say
You know
about
what I
her.
mean?
She is very
and
pretty.
she kicks fucking. She does a lot of her own stunts, so it's not just like Scarlett Johansson.
So
with
if
the
any
hair
of
in
you
her
out
face
there have not
and
watched
just,
Wonder
you know what
Woman,
I mean? It's actually
highly
her
recommend
doing
it.
the stunts, dude.
Is
Friend
it?
of the show.
Oh yeah, 100%.
What's her name again? She has some crazy name.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. She sounds
She
like
was in the Israeli army.
she sounds
Put
like
it that way.
she sounds like a rapper.
She was in the Israeli army.
Someone's gonna take
Put it
that name
way.
now. Watch
I
it.
want to have sex with
For
her.
my
So
lips
this
to
show,
some
I
rapper's
know.
mouth.
All right, I know there are different universes and companies or whatever. But was
He said
Wonder Woman
companies,
the
like, it's
answer
the
to
Army and the Navy.
Captain America because of the time frame?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Kind
Yeah,
of,
they would definitely be working together.
No. He meant like was Wonder Woman like their Captain America.
Oh, I see
It
what
kind
you're
of was,
saying.
but
Oh.
I don't. Someone's had to say in the chat. I don't remember when. I'm not a big DC guy, so I don't
Yes
know when
and
Wonder
no,
Woman came
although
out.
Captain
But
America was
Captain
made
America
a hero
came
and
out
she
during
was
the
born
40s.
on a planet of women.
No, he's saying are they like the Patriot, like Captain America.
Like Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah,
Okay, I
exactly.
see what you're
Yes.
saying.
No,
No, what-
I don't know for sure because I'm not a big DC guy, but Captain America came out during the 40s during World War II as like some propaganda type of shit.
He
you know?
came out in real life in the 40s, or his character took place in the 40s.
The comic book came out in the 40s.
Tricky
He
question.
fought Hitler. One of his first comics.
And Stan Lee had something to do with
Did
Captain
you steal
America.
my lighter, Mr.
Stan Lee
DL?
was in the army.
Stole my
Stan Lee
lighter,
was
Mr.
during
DL.
World War II.
No, I know. He had a crazy platoon. He was with some crazy people. Dr. Seuss, right? Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss and who else? Somebody else too.
They drew maps.
Oh, Jim Henson.
Jim Henson, Dr. Seuss,
and Stan Lee.
and Stan Lee were army buddies that
Army
drew
buddies.
maps.
They drew
Isn't that
maps for the
crazy?
army during World War II.
Come on, man.
Imagine that shit, dude.
You're only gonna find
You can't make that up.
you're only gonna find information like that on Mind Your Manners podcast or the internet.
Google.
Yeah,
Or the internet.
Or Wikipedia.
yeah.
Or any of the other search engines.
So we got a lot of chats to get to after we move on from this one, but we'll stay on here if we gotta
terrible
stay on here.
I think this is my.
It sucks because
I honestly like Incredible Hulk better than this one.
okay, it sucks because
I'm gonna say people are gonna hate me, but
there's 3 Thor movies. I don't like 2 of them, but he's one of my favorite characters. Make-
Thor's an
the
awesome
third one's
character.
great, too.
Also been
We'll get
around for
there.
a very long
We'll get
time.
Once
Sometimes-
they figured out that Chris Hemsworth is funny, like he's a funny guy.
yeah, he's funny.
So,
Even
so,
in
so once they figured that out and they could they make him funny, but he's like, I don't know, it's just perfect comedy. The Thor, because he's like stuck up, but he's not. You know what I mean? It's perfect. It's I don't know. Once they
well, he's
figured
not
that-
stuck up.
He's proper.
He's cocky because he's a god, and his whole life people have been bowing down to him.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But like the whole storyline with her, like I could have done without the whole storyline with her. Why did they even need to continue? Or like he brings her back to his like country or planet or
you know
whatever.
what? They're making a Thor god of Love and Thunder. So I think I can't remember the name.
Oh,
But
Love and Thunder.
She's gonna be the new
Ho.
Thor.
Okay, so
Jane
that's
Foster will
probably
be
why.
the new Thor.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Valkyrie.
Well, she is
No,
the
she's the new.
ruler
She's the new.
of the new
yeah,
Asgard.
She's the new
Sorry.
ruler of Asgard.
She's
She's the queen of
new
Asgard.
Ruler of
Asgard.
And
Kicking
that's
ass
another
and
one who
taking
I would
names.
like to do some fellatio with.
Someone was doing fellatio and they came up with the name Asgard.
I love her as a character.
The Vikings. The Vikings.
Mind your manners.
All right,
Let's
so
roll through
yeah,
this,
let's roll
right?
through Thor. I like you, Thor, but you gotta go. I was actually Thor for Halloween. I wish I loaded a picture up to show you guys. Actually, I can do that right here. Go ahead. What's the next one? What we got next? I'll bring up the Thor picture during our next video.
I think it's funny because I just realized the way my slide presentation is set up is I'm seeing the next movie and you're seeing the one before. So some of the stuff I was saying, it still works because these are all basically one big movie. But it was just, I just realized that. So if you thought I was drinking, now you know why. The real Marvel characters that are like, wait, what is she saying? Next movie. Boom.
Wow, where Avengers is this, and Avengers
But
is this deep in.
Okay,
Age of
take all
Ultron.
the Avenger movies.
This was the worst one.
This is the worst one, dude.
Facts.
Like James Spader was awesome as Ultron. Ultron's a great character. I don't think they should have killed him off right away. I think he should have got away. Just
Maybe
a rush
they knew
story.
what was coming down the line,
It was
so
just
they were
like
just
kind
like,
of a
let's...
lame. It was a lame story because if you look at the timeline before this shit, like there was all these events that like Captain America's Civil War. I mean, not Civil War. I apologize. Captain America: Winter Soldier was before this, where Hydra takes over Shield, and the Avengers don't come together to do that, but they come together to fight some robots. You know what I mean? Like it's just a lackluster
It's a
story,
television
dude.
commercial.
I
It's
will
a
say,
movie.
I will say this about these movies: they are very entertaining.
Absolutely.
But I feel like they just kind of
100%.
Right. All right. What is it? What's Thor gonna say? He's gonna say, "I'm gonna go to the store." And then what's Iron Man gonna say? He's gonna say, "Oh, I'll go with you." There's not really any poetic.
There are some.
That's not
There
true
are
because some of our favorite ones is not that.
My
Like,
favorite
it's-
comic
it's-
book movie line is from a DC movie, so I can't say it.
Like I said,
You
Okay,
can
my
say
favorite
it.
line.
What-
This
what
is
is
a
this?
deep
Like,
line.
we're censoring you now?
It's from a terrible movie,
Batman
but it's
vs. Superman?
Batman vs Superman, but it's a very deep line.
Deep.
He's fighting Superman, and Batman and Superman are fighting, and Superman says some cocky ass shit to Batman about
What?
being
Forgot to
brave,
put
and
Rock
Super
in there.
and Batman's like, "You ain't brave, men are brave." And that's a dope line because nothing can hurt Superman. So why is he wouldn't be afraid of nothing?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So like I thought that was an ill line. I was like, wow, that was like I don't know, little things like that stand out to
So
me.
it's kind of like what you were saying,
how can you be
Zach,
brave when
about
nothing hurts you?
Yeah,
Thor
yeah.
and why he's cocky. He's been
He's a god.
He's been just like Superman. He's been invincible his whole life.
Again, there
Thor
are
has
some
been
great
able to kick
movies.
everybody's ass his
The
whole
great
life.
parts about this movie, I do like a lot. Like there's some fun parts. All these movies are fun. Like, from
Obviously.
start to finish.
But we
they're
have to
entertaining.
rank them. We
You're,
have to
you're gonna
rank them.
watch them. You're gonna go, wow, these are fun. Action's awesome. The dialogue, it's but the banter back and forth, it's always fun, dude. You know what I mean? Robert Downey Jr. is great, dude. You know what I mean?
Especially in this movie, it was like a way to introduce the twins, a way
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like introduce certain
Even though they killed one.
information in the plot that they needed for the next movie. You know how when you watch like a season of a show you like and you go, oh, this was like an interim season.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
something big
Yeah,
is coming
yeah, yeah.
next
Yeah, they were
season,
just
but we need to
pushing
like
along to some stuff.
Yeah, you say that a lot.
exactly like we gotta set all these things up.
In my opinion, they just kill the fucking villains off too much. Put them in jail, man. Let them break back out. You notice why Joker's one of the best characters? Because Batman doesn't kill him. He puts him in jail and he gets out and then he fights him again, dude. You could do a million Joker stories because Batman's never gonna kill him, dude. You know what I mean? These guys kill the villain all the time, dude. You know what
Please
I mean?
hit like, please subscribe to the channel wherever you're watching, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you're watching. Please,
Oh my god.
what are we switch? We're not switching yet. I'm gonna go through these chats.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit
Do you
the
want to do
chat.
the chats?
We'll stop at this.
Or
Set it up.
I'll do the chats because I have the super chat over here that connects
Yes,
all
you
the
have
websites.
everybody's. I have
Machete's up in the
everybody's
chat. He's saying that this is fire. Of course, you're watching the Mind Your Manners podcast on YouTube, so you know it's this fire. DJ Big Red wants to know if we're doing seed giveaways, and that would be a very hot question. I think he's a cop. No, I'm just joking, man.
Mind your manners.
Sunbee says, before you guys even start, Iron Man is the best Marvel solo character ever, movie ever. Okay,
The first one.
that's an interesting one.
The original. Well, I feel like
I'll give you a little tip. It's in my top 5.
I think that with Iron Man, it was the first one that came
started
out.
off, dude.
So I feel like
It started off.
I'm not saying it was a
gonna wait
bad
till we
movie.
get there
It's a
to talk
very
about it.
good movie,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
very
I wanna wait till we get
nostalgic.
there.
You know.
Sincere wants to know what's wrong with Daredevil. He must like Daredevil.
Oh, the Daredevil TV show, nothing wrong.
Fire.
Honestly, if they could give that show another 10 seasons, I would watch every 10 seasons, dude. I'd watch every single one. The fucking
DL.
show was awesome. I'm hating on the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
Okay, So
I'm hating on
Sunbee's saying that the End Game is the best all-around move. Michael Rue in the chat. Shout out to Rue Family Moving, one of our first
What's
sponsors.
up?
Actually, maybe our first sponsor.
Besides Sweet Brew.
I don't know. I think he was before them.
Rue Family Movie.
I can't remember. You guys will have to let me know in the chat.
I bless you, child.
Thank you.
Michael Rue says, this is fire. I'll be watching later on the road from Cali. That's what's up, man. Joshua
Drive safe.
Gibson says, I'm listening while working. That's what's up. Norma Conde Dominguez says,
Listen,
hi.
boy.
What's up? Bam, 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 bam.
Friend
Cookie,
of the
what's up?
show.
Sun B says, light a joint, guys. We lit one.
At least one.
Norma Conde Dominguez says, Hola.
You should just call
Then
her
she says
Kooky
Joe.
for short, because that's what she
She's
told
shouting
me.
out Joe. She's shouting out Tanya. She's shouting out Myster DL. Richard Beauregard
What's up,
says my
Kooky?
favorite X-Man was Nightcrawler. Okay.
He
Wally,
was in the
Wally
X-Men
says
movies.
keep pushing. Natasha
Ooh,
says
okay,
Team
well.
Bucky, bringing it back from yesterday when y'all were talking about yesterday.
We want a private DM conversation. And I just have to interrupt.
They want to hit up in the
No, we were trying to say, my sister was trying to talk about some Captain America because that's the flavor she likes. And me and my sister were saying, go Team Bucky. Boom.
Go Team Bucky.
Go Team Bucky.
DJ
Scarlet.
Big Red says he got some people coming over to watch it with him.
Okay.
Brockton Rap says I'm listening to it in the rental truck on the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I just blew out your speaker.
And then she said, she
Thank
also
you for
said,
spending your
I
battery
grow your
on.
audience each and every day. Thank you for that. Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate that. We
DJ
do.
Big Red says
All of us.
to Indo Joe, yo, those blunt roach pins look so real. My aunt tripped down on me thinking the blunt roach pin I gave my cousin was real.
That's
You
what's
see
up,
them? Can you
dude.
look up? Just look on that mantle and see if you see them over there. If you don't,
Bring
don't
them
worry
on
about
over
it.
so we can show
DJ
the
Shortcut
people.
says I used nice. All right, so let me show you guys these real quick. You can win these on the Mind Your Manners podcast. Have you ever heard of the Mind Your Manners podcast? Well, you're watching it. So look at these pins, man. It like I don't know if it reads
It
like it
doesn't
would
read.
in
It doesn't
real
read.
life. Like this
In
looks
real life, it
so
looks
real.
so
Was the
better.
blunts up there too?
No.
No. Well, here's a joint. Just picture it brown for the blunt. The only thing I ever thought didn't look real, but it
Yeah.
looks good. Actually, that looks better than all the other ones. That looks real. His first one, the green
Thank you
he
very
was
much.
using. The first
He
batch
improves.
he made, the green he was using wasn't
Yeah,
this
yeah,
real.
yeah.
This looks real. This
And
looks
again,
real, right?
I make
No,
keychains, I
it
make
absolutely
pins.
looks
I make
real.
them on sunglasses, so you can look like it's in your ear.
So you
know
can
what
make-
I
you can make earrings,
I make all that shit. If you ever want something custom.
So it's
hit me
basically
up.
just a pin, you know what I'm saying? You can put it on whatever
Yeah,
you want.
your
But we're
backpack,
giving
your
these
shirt.
away. We got 2 of these to give away tonight. We do have a blunt one. If we don't see it in our general area, it is here. So someone will win these tonight. But these look mad real. I just wanted to show you guys. Like you still might not even be able to
That
tell.
looks rad real too.
You know what I'm saying? So let's move on.
Yeah, so DJ Shortcut says he used to watch Spider-Man on a show called Electric Company on Channel 2.
Oh,
I
I do
remember
remember
Electric Company. Manchester says
Spider-Man,
Endo Joe
Spider-Man.
speaks wisdom.
Thank you.
Rev says, yo, let's get it. Dramatics in the
That's
house,
my
checking in. Holla.
Oh, nice. Shout out to Drama. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Revolution.
Revolution.
That's what's up, man.
Revolution says Priest Joe with the weed cross. LOL.
Nice. Machete says Marcel's watching. He ain't hip, y'all.
God
Teach him.
bless you, my child.
So, yeah, Marcel, he's young, so you got to teach him, Joe. Like he should know all these actually. Honestly, I know Marcel. He should know these. He's old enough to know all these.
He'll love these
Yeah,
movies,
absolutely.
These
Start
are-
them off with
They're
the
all,
first one.
listen, they're all PG-13.
You'll be sitting there. Honestly, I think a lot of them are PG. to be
No,
honest
no,
with you.
I
Oh, you
literally,
looked at them all
I
PG-13.
put the rating,
Oh, you know why? You're right, because of the violence.
they're
You're
all
right, yeah, yeah.
PG-13. You know, like there's
Somebody-
violence, but it's
somebody
not
made
a lot
good
of
point,
blood
like,
and...
go through every PG-13
sexual stuff.
movie you can think of, and because everyone's allowed one fuck, like and
Yeah,
figure
yeah.
out where you'd put it. You know
Sometimes
what I mean?
it's 2, depending on how you say it. Because you can say fuck or I want to fuck her.
Or you could say
It's different. It's different.
I think
Motherfucker, you can't say.
everyone should start thinking
Joe.
of,
It's the best phrase in the world.
by the end of the show,
Corona
what
cough.
superpower you would want. Keep
Oh, nice.
end
I
of the
forgot we had
show,
some freshies
End of
today,
the
too.
show. Because I think we should go through all the movies. That way everyone starts thinking about all these superheroes and all the different powers they have. And then I think everyone should just, like, say what superhero power.
What superhero power I'd want? Invisibility. I already know it. I don't know why I was.
He's very good
Yeah.
at following directions.
At the end of the show. That's for them though. All right? Or was it for us? Sorry, I'm doing this over here. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Well, we know that Myster DL would like to be invisible. Perv.
Why do I gotta be perv? You're the perv. I was thinking about.
Flip this crap over.
Oh, were ya?
Yeah, we out of here. We're out of here,
Get
Avengers.
out of here.
But what happens at the end of this movie? Just refresh my memory.
They kill the
Quicksilver
bad guy.
dies. Ultron defeats. Ultron gets defeated,
Okay.
and nothing. Basically, and nothing happens.
They introduce
Yeah, they introduce Vision.
And,
Scarlet Witch
Witch.
becomes one of their
I'm
friends.
like, Witch. I can't get the words
Quicksilver
out.
dies, but technically they're not Scarlet Witch or Quicksilver because Fox still owns those names.
Okay.
Well, actually, now Disney owns Fox too, so they own all that shit.
They own it all,
Alright.
so it's okay.
Joe's gonna spark this up soon. I don't know when.
I'm trying to finish this thing.
He's trying to finish that joint so
And
we
then
can
I
smoke
gotta
this
dab.
joint.
And then I'll
I'm
smoke
eating
it.
olives and my martini, which I forgot I put in here. I thought it was water.
Just a quick
Usually I try
before
to
we
drink
move on.
something.
crappy
Before we
movie.
move on, just a quick shout out to Cypress Hill.
Oh.
Make sure you go get that Insane OG beer. It's in 27 states. I don't drink beer, but we did a commercial and everyone seemed to really enjoy it.
It was very good.
Um,
It was very,
Listen,
very good.
let them
It's a
know.
Mexican lager. Is
If
very
you don't
good,
have
dude.
it in your state, let them know. You want it, you need it. Every time we go buy it, they're sold out. In fact, I
That's
went
true.
to 3 liquor stores today and none of them had it.
yeah.
They're like, we can't get a hand.
Well, the thing is we bought them out at that one place, and we keep calling back.
I
and
went today. She says
You think
that
would
they
order
can't.
more?
But she says they keep ordering more and it keeps selling out. Like they can't order enough to even have an
If
inventory.
you're selling 20, buy 40. For
Listen,
Christ's sake. And then if you sell 40,
I gather
buy
it's
60.
I gather it's getting
You
pretty
sell an ounce in
popular
2 days.
because
Do you just buy another ounce? No, you buy a cube fucking pea and sell that shit in 3 days.
I'm assuming that it's getting so popular that it's just not one of those things
Okay,
where they're
kids are
not
watching.
ordering enough. It's just that even if they order double, it gets sold out, and then they order triple, it gets sold out. All right, Joe is giving them the old
let's-
hee-haw.
Staying too long in these crappy movies. This is
Thor
another one, man.
2011.
This is another okay movie. Like, this movie was dope when it came out.
I got
But
excited
then
when
it
this
just
movie
got...
came
Yeah,
out.
so did I.
Wait,
Like,
this is the first one,
This
right?
is the first
This
one.
is the
yeah.
first one.
With Jugs, right?
The Jugs?
Kat
I
Denning.
think-
This one, Kat
Oh,
Denning.
yeah, she's in the second one, too.
Jugs could be
She's
so
in the-
many
she's in the-
people
I
in
know,
so
I'm
many
like,
of
dude,
these movies.
I know.
Give me
three-
Fat Thor.
I
Can
know
you be
3
a little
Jugs in
bit
my phone
more,
book. Like,
just
what are you talking about?
more
Like, come on.
precise with your
Kat Denning.
descriptive?
That's perfectly decided. I said her name. You didn't know it. You didn't.
Yeah,
know
yeah,
it.
I
No,
knew
no,
it.
you said her
Oh,
name
when you said her
after.
name, I knew it.
You,
Yeah, yeah.
Jugs is not. He could have literally been
She's in
apple
the first
cider.
and
I
the
don't
second
know.
one. No, this one's better than the second one. And like she said, when it first came out, I was
Definitely.
very excited because I'm a big Thor guy. You know what I mean? Like I call my cock Thor sometimes. You know what I mean?
TMI. Mind your manners. Mind your
But like
manners.
this movie was good when it
No-
came out.
no response.
But then it just got overshadowed by other better movies. You know what I mean? Like the first Avengers is better than this one. Like there's just like, you know what I mean? Again, a great villain. That's why this one did so well. Like the Frost Giants were like, man, but behind the scenes it was Loki. Loki was the one fucking with them. You know what I mean? And Loki, they didn't kill him. You know, they killed him, but they didn't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they
Loki's
kept him
the
alive.
man.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, he's a
Loki's
snake.
one of my favorite villains.
He's the original Slytherin over
You
there.
don't know if he's on your side or not. You know what
No,
I mean?
most of the time you know he's not on your side. You just know whose side is he on for right now.
He's
like
on his own
you be
side.
like, can you be on my side for a minute? Like where you at?
So again, a great movie, but like I said, it gets overshadowed by the newer movies. You know what I mean? It's a good movie for its time.
Absolutely.
I remember that he landed in like some rural town, right?
Yeah, no, he was too cocky and arrogant, and his dad was like Odin, his father. He was like, man, you're not worthy for this shit. So he stripped him of his powers because he started a war. So he stripped him of his powers and he banished him to Earth. But he gave him a little trick. He goes, if you become worthy, you can get your powers back. And that's what he did. You know, he sacrificed himself to save the people, and then all of a sudden he gets his fucking powers back. You know what I mean?
Let us know out there in the chat real quick. Anybody that wants to help us out for a quick second, how we sound tonight. Does everyone sound good? Let us know. Thank you.
I sound
I
beautiful.
So this one I remember. But what were you gonna say, babe? Because
Oh, I was just gonna say, like in the second Thor, even though it was bad, it was another, like I said, developing the characters for what they're going to be.
Yeah,
but
for sure. But honestly,
Steve
though,
Odin
this
is a dick.
Chris Hemsworth didn't do a lot of work before this. He had a lot of small roles before
That's
this.
true.
This was one of his first big roles, so a lot of people were like, "Who the fuck is this
Yeah.
guy, dude?"
But
But
after
he
this
fucking
role, he
killed
started
it.
getting lots of
Like, he
roles.
killed
He
it.
was
Yeah, that's
he was
true.
amazing in Thor.
He is Thor.
he is
Yeah,
Thor.
he
Yeah.
is.
Can you picture anybody else?
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
Thor?
That's what I was thinking today. They can't do another Thor, and they can't do another Iron Man.
Can't do another Captain America. Picture another Captain America. The top three. You
Okay.
can't do it, dude.
Really?
Those top three, dude. He is fucking Captain America, dude.
Captain America.
He is. He's got that like boy next door, wholesome, good looks. You know.
What a jerk. You like him?
You just want to punch him in
I'm
the face.
jealous.
Ah, stop.
All right. Well, what was the?
This is one of the OGs, though.
I keep looking back, but see, what do you guys think about the new placement of the TV? I think it's actually.
I
pretty
know.
cool.
I keep looking the other way.
Yeah, yeah,
but
I keep doing the
looking
same
this
thing,
way,
yeah.
and there's nothing there.
All right. So
I'm only
how does
doing
this end?
marijuana. I promise.
Bunch of minutes.
He beats the villain and he becomes Thor, but he's
But he
the
doesn't
way
want to
he
be
beats
Thor.
the way he beats Loki is
I mean, the king.
he destroys the bridge to the other worlds. So he defeats Loki, but he's stuck in his world, so he can't go back to Earth to bang Jane Foster.
Oh, he can't bang her?
Well, he wants to.
Well, what the fuck,
she
man?
wants to bang him.
Basically, Loki
they wait
is
till
the
the
villain
second movie
of
to
the
bang.
story.
They leave it on the edge, like living on the edge.
Oh my god.
You know you love my singing.
This is the beginning of their, not even the beginning of their tumultuous relationship, because they kind of had like that, but like.
Well, she didn't sign up for 3, and then saw how banging dope 3 was, and saw how big everything was, and was like, I guess I'll come back to 4.
I didn't mean him. I meant Thor and Loki. Like,
I was talking about
they
Jane
were like
Foster.
brotherly, but I meant like this is where it started to be like.
They were brothers. They were
all right,
homies at first.
we're brothers. We love each other, but we hate each other. It's
We're
like
brothers. Hanging out, working up each other.
That's not what they say, but.
So, what's his name? The Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. He was the gatekeeper of
he-
like the bridge
Heimdall.
to
Heimdall.
everywhere.
He is one of the best actors and worst actors
Yeah,
at
I'll
the
give
same
that.
time.
Depending on what it
We
is.
saw a movie with him. I forget. It was like Fast and the Furious or something.
It was one of the last Fast
something
and the
blows up.
Furious.
You know how the explosion and the guy's walking forward and he don't look back. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those scenes. And someone says something. I forget the actual line, but it was something like, "You don't like terrorism," and the explosion's going on in the background, and he's walking towards the camera. He's like, "Terrorism, schmerrorism."
He literally said that.
And I was just like,
We are not lying.
Are
You
we-
can Google it.
"Are you ready to go?" Because I think I'm ready to go.
No, we didn't.
That's a
We
lot
weren't in the
movie.
movies.
We weren't?
That was one of those we
No,
were
I
watching
think,
it.
no,
at
I think we
home.
went to the movies to watch that
Are
one.
you
Yeah,
sure?
you definitely
Yeah.
Is that
We
what
went
the
to see some-
2019?
No, this is exactly what happened.
Okay.
We went to see a movie. We went to see a certain movie. I forget what it was. It's not important. But when we bought the tickets,
We did it.
I bought the tickets, and the guy told us at the end of the movie. Remember? He was
Oh,
like, "Oh yeah,
yeah.
the end of the movie, this happens," and we're like, "Oh okay."
It was that movie with the Rock and the ape.
Oh okay, yeah. So
Rampage.
So yeah, this
We're not gonna say it in case you haven't watched
yeah,
that one.
so
That
random.
one's only
But
about
that was
a
just some
year or
random
two
shit.
old.
But yeah, he's great and bad at the same time.
Yeah.
Great ape.